bless America.
Gotta let you know what's up.
God bless America.
Are you asleep or are you up?
God bless America.
Trying to hit you with the news.
God bless America.
Don't be no dummy, you're a fool.
What up, y'all? It's Mr. Zach, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today's video, man, we're going to highlight Compton Ricc Roc. Compton Ricc Roc is a notorious Compton Crip from Nutty Block. You guys know Compton Ricc Roc for getting into a little bit of controversy with ODM Slim. He was one of the original creators with Crip Mac. He got into several altercations, you know, online. Nothing like real, but it could have got real. I know Compton Ricc Roc, and you know, I'm giving him a shout out, you know what I'm saying, because I've watched this brother become a grown man. He's pushing peace. He's changed his life into a creative monster. And I'm proud of him. You know, I met Compton Ricc Roc few years ago. You know, I didn't really, well, basically I wasn't concerned about his history as far as gang membership. You know, he rep his hood, you know, like any other reputable should. And he knows a lot of people. You know, he was a former bodyguard with Game and a few other people. A lot of people know him knowing Whack 100. But to make a long story short, man, that's my homeboy, man. I'm not from the streets or any of that, but, you know, I appreciate someone who is learning. You know, he's growing up. It takes a while for men to become men. And here recently, there was a peace walk, a Pyro peace walk in Compton. Then you had a peace summit. That's what I'll call it, a summit in LA with the Crips. And on this video, you know, he's responding or commentating on some people or some of the members on the Crip side saying they don't want peace. There's been a lot of history between Bloods and Crips, Crips on Crips, Bloods on Bloods. And I say this to say that Compton Ricc Roc, he is calling out those individuals who are above 19, 20 years old. From what I take, I might be wrong, but what I got out of this is that the older cats in the gang who have retired, or maybe they still might be putting in work, but the older cats need to teach the younger cats, man, the gang lifestyle, man, is not it. Some of the older cats are saying that, you know, peace, they don't want peace. It's been too many deaths. It's been too much destruction for them to want peace. And I feel Compton Ricc Roc on this, even though I'm an outsider looking in at what's going on. I am a black man. I mean, I grew up in Compton. I grew up in other cities too, but I know gang members, and a lot of the gang members are good guys, you know, and I feel them on this video because it's time for us as black men, Latino men, or whatever, especially if you of age, to make a change, to show these young cats, man, that the life that they're looking for is not it. It's only a few options that you can expect by living that life. And Compton Ricc Roc is, I ain't gonna say he's preaching. I'm saying that Compton Ricc Roc, he's been there and done that. The man did a lot of time in prison. I don't know how he did. I couldn't do a lot of time because I'm not built like that. But he is. And I don't think anybody can tell him that he's wrong, because me as an outsider looking at this, I felt it. You know what I'm saying? My brother, rest in peace, Big Jazzy, Southside Crip. That's my brother. You know, I watched him. You know, he wasn't one of those what you call an active member, but he was from there. You know, and I watched him, you know, as a man, you know, and it gave me an opportunity to either go with that lifestyle or do my own thing. And I chose to do my own thing. It doesn't make me less of a man because I didn't join the gang. You know, it makes me it made me realize that how can I say this? It made me realize that I'm a man on my own. You know, and the reason why I want to react to this video is because there is a lot of young men who are at the crossroads right now where they're thinking about joining a gang or they're thinking about doing their own thing. And I'm speaking on this because it's okay to do your own thing. You don't have to join a gang to be a complete man. You know, it's okay. You don't have to. And I feel Ricc Roc on this. You know what I'm saying? Older cats need to be teaching these younger cats that this is not the life that you want to live. If you want to do a lot of time in prison, if you want to die, because that's the outcome. That's the outcome. I know a few people who passed away that was in gangs and stuff like that. And rest in peace to those guys, man, you know. But yeah, man, Compton Ricc Roc, man. I'm proud of Compton Ricc Roc. Like I say, I know him. I know I'm on the creativity level. And I know, don't get it twisted. I ain't from Nutty Block and I'm not from Southside. I'm not from any of that stuff. But he's speaking some real grown man stuff. We need to start thinking out here. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm with the America First. You know, we got a lot of migrants out here that's coming and taking a lot of the resources and things that we need as American citizens. You have the Venezuelan gangs and whatever else gangs coming in here. And you think those people really care about what we got going on? I don't think so, because they wasn't raised here. If anything, man, we all need to come together and defend where we were raised. Because you look at Denver or Aurora, Colorado, you have Venezuelan gangs, man, taking over apartment complexes. Where else? In Chicago, you have the Chicago drill goons out there beefing with illegal immigrants. You know, I'm not the one to push any type of violence or anything like that, but we need to be aware of what's going on. And we need to wake up our young men to let them know that we all we got. We all we got. You know what I'm saying? And I commend Ricc Roc for this, because he's been putting out videos, man, where he's pushing positivity. And anybody that know me, man, I'm pushing positivity always. It's okay to be a normal American citizen who has a 9-to-5 job, raising their family, chasing the American dream. Because at this point, man, the American dream is fading away. You know, We have choices out here, man, and we need to make the right choice. It's nothing that's going to happen positive, man, pushing the line on gang activity. You understand what I'm saying? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. But, man, let me get into this video, man. I've been doing a lot of talking right here. But, man, shout out Compton Ricc Roc, man. Y'all go follow Compton Ricc Roc TV. Go shout him out. I mean, go follow him. My bad. Go follow Compton Ricc Roc. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to teach these young fellas, man, that it's okay to be just who you are. You don't have to follow, and you don't have to get put on no set or none of that, because at this point, man, when I look at what's going on, when I watch these type of videos and these type of guys who's coming, you know, former gang members or people that are in the gang or anything like that, man, to me, on the outside looking in, man, it doesn't seem like it has a good outcome. You know, you looking at prison or you looking at death. But on that note, man, let's get into this, man. I might not talk too much. If I see something that I'll pause the video. But other than that, man, shout out Compton Ricc Roc, man. Y'all go follow him, all right? Let's get into it.
I dropped a video a couple days ago. I was speaking on peace. Matter of fact, all last week I was speaking on peace. Matter of fact, some of my online issues with some of these YouTubers all was behind peace. I haven't had an online issue in a long time. Been a couple of months. My last online issue was probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Then I got back on track. But now my online issue recently occurred because of the peace. And now it seems like this peace thing has become a topic on YouTube. I seen a video where they said, we don't want no peace. Ain't no peace. Ain't no peace. What y'all seen the other day in LA, it was a ceasefire. It wasn't a peace thing. We need more time. We need more time for peace. We need more time for a peace treaty. I tell y'all what, when I seen that this morning, it disturbed me. I said, man, why wouldn't you want peace? Why wouldn't you want to get along? Why you want to continue to get popped on, dumped on? Why you want to continue to go to jail because you got to defend yourself, roll around with your pistol, ride around with your pistol, get caught with your pistol, might got to put in some work with your pistol, vice versa. All because of what? You scared of your people. You scared of your people. You don't want peace. Man, they didn't knock down one of the homies 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a couple of years ago. We did not. Y'all both didn't knock down each other's homies. So I tell y'all what, man. If they don't want peace, let them continue to go down the road of destruction.
Man, that's 100, man. If they don't want peace, man, they gonna find out the road that they going down is nothing but destruction. You can't save everybody. You feel me? You can't save everybody. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? They say a hard head make a soft ass. And that's who Ricc Roc is preaching to. You got a hard head, you got a soft ass. No diddy. You gonna learn. You gonna learn today. You know what I'm saying? You gonna learn today. Just let them go. Let them go and find out the hard way. And then when they find out and they come back and say, man, all you gotta do is say, man, I told you so. I told you. You already know what the outcome is to this. You signed up for it. You signed up for it. You only thing you can do is save yourself. If you can't save yourself and you that naive and you that dumb to go down that road, you deserve what you get. You understand? Tell them, Compton Ricc Roc, let's go.
These are grown men, by the way. These are not teenagers. These are not little kids in school who we should be going to the city council, trying to get in contact with somebody to let us go down there to the junior high schools, to the elementary schools. That's what we need to be going, to the high schools, trying to teach peace to them. They don't.
Exactly. They need to be all these people who's doing all this stuff, man, and they want an outlet to talk. Go to the schools. You got a lot of potential. You got a lot of kids there that are potentially looking to cross over into the gangs. If you can save a young child, man, all you need to do is just do one. If you get one, man, you accomplish something. You accomplish something. Go to the schools. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you want to save lives. You understand? Let's go.
Ones coming up. These 20-year-olds, these 30-year-olds, these 40-year-olds, these 50-year-olds, them are grown men. And if they don't want peace, let them continue to knock each other down. Let them continue to do things to get them in the penitentiary. Let them continue to go that route. If you can't save them, so what? Save yourself. If you got a young daughter, if you got a young son, go save them. Save them. Go talk to them. Lead them down the road to righteousness and prosperity where they need to go and where they need to be at in life. And if they don't want to listen, tell them go over there with them dudes. You know where they going? He's going to the penitentiary. He's going to the cemetery. He's going to grow up to be a dope fiend. Ain't no reward in none of that where they going. You want to go over there, or do you want to go hang with them successful people and become successful? Go on trips. Take your family out the country. Have fun with your wife. You want to go that way? Well, go that way. But if you want to go that way, ain't nothing over there.
Preach, Ricc Roc. Preach, Compton Ricc Roc. Man, if they can't see what you talking about, then they blind as Stevie Wonder, man. Keep on telling them, Ricc Roc. Keep on telling them. You know, if they want to go this way, look, we want to take trips. I know I do. I want to take trips. I want to take trips with my kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to do what's right. But if they so blind as to not see what Ricc Roc talking about, Compton Ricc Roc talking about, like he said, going over there to the other side, and you're gonna find out what's going on the other side, because the grass ain't greener over there. It ain't nothing but weeds and just dead grass. That's all it is. You're gonna be right up in the dirt, under the dirt, pushing up them damn weeds. Let's go, Ricc Roc. Teach him, brother. Teach him. Proud of you.
They going to prison. They going to jail. They going to hell. They going to a cell. That's where they going. Ain't
bars. They going to prison cell. They going to jail, and they going to hell. Bars. And by the way, Compton Ricc Roc is a rapper. He say he don't rap too much no more, but he's spitting out them bars, man. Those real bars. Let's go.
Nothing over there. Save them. Save yourself. Pack your shit up. Put it in your vehicle. Get your family. Go on and get up out the way.
Right.
Get up out the madness, man. That's how you save it. Trying to save dudes who don't want to be saved, let them in themselves. If you can't teach them nothing, if you can't tell them nothing, they don't want to listen, you give them the middle finger and you keep on pushing. Worry about yourself. At this point, we got to worry about ourselves. At this point, because we ain't getting nowhere trying to preach and teach to these people who don't want it, They online talking about we don't want no peace. Oh well, that's on you. I want peace. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get away from you stupid ass niggas. I'm gonna get away from you. I'm gonna get away from you. I don't want to be around you. Don't come around me. Don't call me. I don't even want to hang with y'all. I want to go over there where they having lunch on the beach. I want to go over there where they in Newport Beach hanging out. When I go to the white neighborhoods and I go hang around and go shopping and go get me something to eat, I feel so comfortable. I feel so safe. I can actually sit outside and have me something to eat.
That's like me, man. Look, I'm not from nowhere. And it feels so good to be able to just go wherever you want and not look over your shoulder and worrying about what you did last summer to somebody. I can go anywhere I want to go. I can wear any color I want to wear because in my mind, I'm not a part of no blue or no red. I can wear blue and red and won't even care because it's not in my mind. I'm not naive, stupid, and dumb to be like, to wear red in the middle of a Crip neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, or wear blue in the middle of a Pyru or Blood neighborhood, but I'm comfortable, you know what I'm saying, because I haven't did anything nobody. I'm not claiming nothing. And it's good to be on this side. Any young kids that's looking at this, man, it's cool. I can do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And this is what Ricc Roc is actually getting at. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the video, man, or right now, he's saying that it's okay to just be yourself. It's nothing like sitting at Starbucks or sitting anywhere where you haven't did anything. Like, you're not affiliated, and it's okay. It's okay. It don't make you a punk. It don't make you soft or none of that. I'm a grown man, man. I'm not no punk. I ain't gonna let nobody talk to me crazy or any of that. If I have to defend mine, it's gonna be for my honor, not for blue or red. You understand what I'm saying?
It ain't got to worry about nobody doing nothing to me, because I ain't doing nothing to nobody. But I can't even go to my own community and sit down outside at a Starbucks, have me a cup of coffee, have me a donut in the morning, and sit down outside without somebody riding by disturbing my peace. Somebody asking me where I'm from. Somebody looking me up and down like I'm crazy. Somebody saying, that goes such and such, give me the burner, I'm about to go knock him down. I can't even do that in my own community. And inside of my own community, it's nobody else doing nothing to me or trying to do something to me or got me targeted. It's my own people.
Your own people. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. I don't understand the logic in that, man. We already at Planned Parenthood, man, with the abortion rate, man. We taking out our own. You know what I'm saying? We need to survive. We need to survive, and the rate with the violence in the streets, Planned Parenthood, prisons, and all those things, man. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. We are Black Americans. Why are we trying to wipe out our whole existence? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Anyway, man, let me keep going.
My own people. They are the only ones that's looking for somebody to ruin their day in the inner city where we come from. The Mexicans ain't doing nothing to me. At least where I come from, they ain't doing nothing to me. They ain't said nothing crazy to me. They ain't shooting at me. The white people I ain't seen no Ku Klux Klan come over there in Compton and say, you know what, we gonna knock these dudes down other than the police.
I ain't seen no Ku Klux Klan either, Rick. Man, tell them, man, let's go.
And they only gonna do something to you when you're doing something that you ain't got no business doing. You know you ain't got no business riding with a pistol. When they see the pistol, that's a free kill. They doing their job. They doing their job. And sometimes, yeah, they are the Ku Klux Klan. They do Ku Klux Klan activities. But I'm not worrying about them. Because I know the only way the police going to do something to me is if I'm breaking the law. If I ain't breaking the law, I ride by them every day, all day. They don't mess with me unless my tags is expired. Unless I'm riding, smoking, and smoke blowing out the window. I'm drinking, I'm driving, I'm swerving, I'm driving crazy. That's the only time they mess with me. They don't mess with me for nothing. I ain't never, since my whole time of living, I've never had the police just mess with me. And it does happen, but I'm just speaking for myself. It never happened to me. The only people that's winning off gang banging is Snoop Dogg, and he ain't even gang banging. He banging on wax.
Preach.
You got YG in there. He not even banging. He's banging on wax.
Preach.
He ain't putting no work in. Snoop Dogg ain't putting no work in. Mac 10 ain't putting no work in. They banging on wax.
Pete, preach.
The game, he ain't out here putting no work in. They banging on wax.
Preach. Banging on wax. Got all these young kids following those lyrics like they out here really putting in work. They really out here putting in work. I'm not taking the toughness away from him, because all those guys that he mentioned, man, I'm quite sure they got some type of squabbles and all of that stuff, but they not the ones actually out here putting in the work. We can't get food off the lyrics and the things that they're saying. We can't. They're making music. They're making money. They're pushing a certain narrative, and they not even out here putting in that work, because I'm quite sure Snoop Dogg, The Gang, YG, Mac 10, any of these rappers, man, they not trying to go to jail. They not trying to go to jail. They not trying to lose it all. They not.
They not banging in the streets. The only ones that's banging in the streets is the ones who act like they ain't got nothing to live for. Y'all got kids. So y'all want to continue the cycle so your kids can grow up and get their heads blew off, just like their daddy gonna do if he keeps standing in the way. So if I was y'all, I advise y'all, go talk to the people and try to find a way to get them elementary schools, them junior high school, and them high schools. And y'all go preach peace to them. Trying to preach peace to these old dudes, it's over with. It's over with. They don't want it. They illustrating that they don't want it. They getting on the internet speaking on how they don't want it. They getting on the internet speaking how we need more time. They getting on the internet what we like the homie said. What you mean time? We not promised tomorrow. We need to handle that today. And whoever ain't with it, let them go crash themselves. But the people that's with it, we hanging over there. We gonna throw barbecues and kick it over here. They can't come over here. If that's what y'all want, if that's really what y'all want, and not doing it for internet clout, not doing it for the internet.
Me as a non-affiliate, man, I would love to see peace between the red and the blue team, man. Whether you know it or not, man. People who looking at this video, man, that don't understand, man, a lot of these people, man, they family. You know what I'm saying? You got family members, family members is from the red side, and you got family members from the blue side. But this thing goes so deep, is, they can't really acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? If they do, they have to keep it on the low. If I'm being correct, man, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of these people are family, man. It might be one of your cousins, your second cousin, or your third relative. But a lot of these people, man, are related. Especially living in Southern California, man. It might seem big, but it's small. And it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And we just got to start waking up and realizing, man, that the same people that you going over to go put in some work on, man, might be one of your family members. Somebody you ain't never met, or you have a family reunion and see, like, wait a minute, ain't he from over there? That's my cousin, or that's my relative. Oh, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? It could be just as simple as that. But like I say, man, me being a non-affiliate, man, I would love to see a lot of these guys, man, just put their issues to the side, man. You can't bring nobody back that's been lost. You can't bring them back, man. And rest in peace with everybody who lost their life to this. But you can't bring those people back, man. We got to start moving from here on to the future, and it can be done. If they had a peace walk, a Pyro peace walk in Compton, and you had the Crips in LA have a meeting or a meet and greet or a peace summit talk, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. You know, anything is possible.
I heard somebody say, man, the peace walk over there was because somebody's album was dropping. Well, if that's what caused them dudes to get along, and if it took that trickery to get them to come along and shake hands, then hey, it worked. Nothing else worked. I haven't seen y'all put nothing together. I haven't seen none of you big time dudes with all this money donate any money to give back in the community, throw barbecues, give away backpacks. You have a few, but they not doing anything to trick the people to come together. So I commend YG for coming over there and doing what he did, or partaking in what he had to partake in. I commend him for that.
Shout out YG, man.
Even though he's not out here putting no work in and none of that, that's cool. I don't want him to do that. I want him to keep doing what he's doing, making his music. And if he could pull up some more people from out his neighborhood and put them in the right direction, throw them in the studio, that's cool too. The same with Snoop Dogg. He not out here shooting nobody. But at least Snoop Dogg gives positive energy out. He gives out positive energy. You see Snoop Dogg all across the world. He not hanging over there in Rolling 20s neighborhood. So you got to save yourself. You got to get the save yourself mentality. You got to put the save yourself mentality in your kids. Start with your kids. Teach your kids how to be leaders and not followers.
And since he said that, man, shout out to my son, man, Sonny, 1400 Sonny, man. He hasn't joined any game, and he's a young man, and I'm proud of him. He watched his dad, and he never went that route because I never showed him any of that. Like, I'm quite sure he had on the side opportunities to do things, but I'm proud of my son, man, because he's following my lead. So just imagine me, Mr. Zach, joining a gang. He would feel obligated to join the same gang or maybe a different gang. But I would have made it, he would have looked at me and was like, well, my dad did it. Well, I might as well do it too. So, you know, that's how a lot of things happen too. Like, a lot of these young men make choices. They see their dad doing it. It's like, okay, if my dad doing it, I might as well do it. I might not claim his gang, or I might claim his gang, whatever. But you have to be a role model to your kid, especially to your son. If you a man, you have to be a role model to your son. And let your son know, man, look, if you join the gang and I ain't in no gang, I'm gonna kick your ass. Excuse my language. Because ain't no way in hell you should be joining the gang and your daddy didn't do it. And your daddy telling you it's not cool to be doing any of that stuff. You your own man, you know, you need to work hard. If you got kids, raise your kids, you know, follow your daddy lead. Basically, if your daddy not in the gang, man, follow your daddy lead. You don't have to, especially if your father's in your life, man. You don't have to be a follower. You don't have to do that. So, you know, shout out to my son, man. I had to throw that in there, man. He named after me, Zach. So, shout out to my son.
Teach your kids to not follow behind the next man and do what he do because he made it look cool. See, that's the problem. Followers. Gang members, gang bangers are followers. When I was in the streets, I was a follower. I was being a follower, trying to be like somebody who I thought was cool, and coming to find out they was a fool. The same people I looked up to, I met them on the penitentiary. They was already there before me. They ain't already went. I met them in the penitentiary. Some of them I left there. They got life. They ain't never coming home. So I'm telling y'all by experience. I'm not telling y'all something that I'm making up. I'm not nobody on the internet trying to be cool and sound cool. I done lived that life. I done been there. I didn't beat 50 to life. I didn't beat 25 to life. I didn't beat them. I took a deal.
Listen to this man. Listen to Compton Ricc Roc, man. He said he beat 50 to life. 25 to life. If that was thrown at me, man, I don't know how I would have dealt with that, man. What he's saying, man, need to be commended, man. He done been there and done that. 50 to life and 25 to life. And to come out on the other side, man, Compton Ricc Roc TV on the internet, man, teaching these young brothers, man, that it's not cool to be followers. You got to commend that, man. You got to. You know what I'm saying? You got to commend that, man. He got a lot to say, man. He got experience. And I hope any young brother who watched this video or watched the original video by Compton Ricc Roc TV, man, I hope y'all listening. Because it's nothing in the streets, man. But just pain, time, death, and destruction. And destruction, man.
When they was trying to throw my life away, I knew I did the crime, so I had to go do the time. I know the end result. My brother is in the cemetery. People were saying, Rock, you mad about the Pyru Peace Walk? Well, do y'all know my cousin is Trayvon Logan? Trayvon Logan is my cousin. That's why the Fruittown and the Treetop beef even started.
Wow. So you got this reputable Crip, Compton Ricc Roc from Nutty Block. He said his cousin was Trayvon Logan. He was killed. Rest in peace. And his death was the cause of the Fruittown and Treetop beef. And those are two Pyru sets in Compton. You know what I'm saying? And Compton Ricc Roc is a Crip. That's his cousin, man, who got killed. So I know he take this to heart, man. That's crazy.
We'll get into that later. There will be a documentary coming on that. That's my mother's brother, son. My father and my uncles is from Fruittown. My cousin from Treetop.
And Compton Ricc Roc father is a Pyru. That's wild.
Wayne them my people from Treetop. It's deeper than what y'all can imagine. It's deeper than what y'all know. So I've been seeing death since I was a youngster, a teenager. Started with my family. My brother is no longer here. In the street life, in the street world. We all lost family members, man. Y'all want God to forgive you. Y'all go to jail. Y'all get caught up in some shit. Oh, God, please don't let them find that stash spot with the burner in it.
Y'all listen to him. Y'all listen to him. This is one of the realest statements right here.
Y'all want God to forgive y'all, but y'all don't want to forget God's child, God's people, we all God's kids.
That's right.
Y'all want God to forgive y'all, but y'all don't want to forget God's kids. See, once we can start learning how to forgive, then we will receive. Once we start learning how to give, we will receive.
Come on, Compton Ricc Roc, Reverend Ricc Roc. Preach, brother. That's right. Let's go.
Once we start learning how to forgive, we will receive. But you gotta forgive. If you can't do that, it's over for you.
Right.
You will become a statistic. So when I get on the internet and I see we don't want no peace, that's just internet talk. Have any of y'all went in the streets and see what's going on? And all the ones that want peace, them the friends y'all need. Y'all need to start making friends with them. Make friends with all the ones that show up to these meetings that want peace. Make friends to all the ones that show up to these meetings and they say, we want to cease fire. Well, y'all cease fire. Y'all make peace. So when you ride through traffic, you ain't got to worry about them ones that want peace, that just told you they want peace, doing nothing to you. You just got to stay away from the knuckleheads that don't want peace. Stay away from them. If you know they don't want peace, you don't go to that gas station. You don't go to that liquor store. You don't go to that grocery store. It's sad. But I'm supposed to drive an extra couple of miles. It's gonna cost me a couple of dollars in gas, but it's gonna save my life.
And he real on that. Look, I'm not, like I keep saying, man, I'm not from the streets, but I think I have that mentality anyway. I'm not dumb or blind. I know what's going on. But I will take that extra mile to go down a little bit more to get out the line of fire, because people get killed, deleted every day for mistaken identity, or somebody thank you from somewhere, or any of that. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to move in the streets. That's why I've been around here for 51 years. I know how to assess a situation or know exactly where I'm at, man. I'm not finna just pull up anywhere, because I was saying earlier that I can go anywhere I want, but I do assess the situation. I know what's going on. So he right, man. You got to pull up. You have to think before you make a move. So if you got to drive another mile or two to get to a gas station or get to a grocery store somewhere where you know that is safe, that's what you got to do. That's how you survive. That's how you move. That's how you survive. Because I can get it too. I don't wear suit and ties out here every day. I wear t-shirts and hats and tennis shoes and jeans. Somebody can mistake me for anything. But I know I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. So I'm like, my energy doesn't show that I'm from the streets. And I truly believe that. You know what I'm saying? My energy is not there like that. So I don't give off that type of energy, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm not stupid. I'll make an extra trip just to get out the situation, because I know what's going on. It don't make me no buster or no punk or none of that, but I just know how to move certain ways, man. And I just be like, I'm not finna pull up. Why would I pull up right here in the middle of somebody's hood, or just to get some gas and risk my life for $20, $30 in gas? I'm not about to do it. So Compton Ricc Roc is right, man. Sometimes you got to make an extra drive to get somewhere safe.
It's gonna save my life. Yeah, I ain't fit to go over there because they tripping over there. Call me scary, call me a buster, sucker, all you want to, but I would live to see another day.
Exactly. Because
I done seen it play out over and over at that gas station. I done seen so many people get their heads blew off right there. I done seen so many people go into that grocery store right there. I done seen kids get caught up in this nonsense, in this madness, and catch a stray for going to these areas. Sometimes we say, you know what, that happened to them, it ain't gonna happen to me. It just ain't your time yet. It can happen to you, it will happen to you if you continue to put yourself in these environments. If you know it's trouble over there, run from it. Don't go to it, because you will become a statistic. You will be on the news. Get your kids, man, and get out the way. Wake up with a positive mind frame. Get around like-minded people that's on something positive. Hang with them. Get away from these fools. Go save the youth. Go help them. Go link up with your local churches. Ask the preacher, can you put a positive message out for the week, for this Sunday? Yeah, we didn't heard all that. We respect that, we love that, but let me spit some of this game that they could really understand. Let me break the Bible down in the way that they could understand in our language, the way that we talk. Go save them. Save yourself. If they don't want peace, you make peace with yourself, and then you go spread that peace to the youth. Them the ones you go save. These ones that's in their 50s, 60s, and they ain't got too much long anyway. If they don't want peace and they that old, they almost out here anyway. Once they gone, the ones that we done started up from the ground up, they'd be on a totally different mind frame. I'd rather see a kid with some skinny jeans on, riding a skateboard, doing all the stuff that we call weird, than getting himself in the car, finna go shoot somebody up, then gotta go to the penitentiary and find out, man, we all gotta get along here. You wanna stop gang banging, let it stop in the prison systems. I guarantee you, if anybody get caught up for doing any gang murders, any gang shooting, anything that got something to do with gang banging on another brother or sister, and you go in that penitentiary, and as soon as you hit the yard, we start busting on you. We start putting them hoes up in you, getting you on up out of here. That's how it stop, because it'll spread back to the streets. Man, you know, every time somebody go to jail for a shooting and we go up in here, or we get caught for a shooting on the street and we go up in here, they getting us. They wearing us out. They doing everything that you heard that ever happened in prison to us if we continue to do this gang banging on our people. That's how the other people do it. That's why you don't see none of them. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all don't see none of them beefing no more, because they already know they got to go up in there. Because that's where you're going. That's the end result of what you're doing. You got to go to the penitentiary or to the cemetery. But when you go to the penitentiary, that's when they're going to get you. It's Compton Ricc Roc with Compton Ricc Roc TV, and we go on to the next one.
Man. Woo, man, shout out Compton Ricc Roc, man. Man, my boy, man. That's my boy, man. Look. He a real one. He a real one, man. I done watched him grow from here to here. All the way out the roof, man. One thing I can say about Compton Ricc Roc, man, the man is attentive. He has eyes to see and ears to hear, man. The man, he listens. He listens. He's extraordinary, man. Compton Ricc Roc is extraordinary. So if you're looking at this Compton Ricc Roc, man, you are extraordinary, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know or not, man, I've learned from you too. So, you know, you keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. We all out here to make content and all that, but sometimes, man, you have to keep it real. You have to let people know that it's good to just be yourself, man. You don't have to be a follower out here, man. And you know, me and Compton Ricc Roc, we on some creativity, positive messaging. I know I am. I know I do a lot of political content because that's my lane, you know. That's my lane. And Compton Ricc Roc has his lane. You know, and anything that Compton Ricc Roc has a question on, man, he calls me, and I'm happy to oblige. You know, we hit and miss sometimes, you know what I'm saying, because I do have a 9-to-5 job. But me and him are on the same playing field, which is content creating and positive messaging. You know, he gets into his content, you know, you have people who calls him out because he's in that lane. You know, he's in the lane of street, you know, street content. He's in the street content game. But, you know, he knows how to separate the two, which is a good thing. He never pushed to me any type of politics or anything like that, because he know me. He know that I ain't with that. I got my thing, and he has his thing. And, you know, we come together, you know, like I say, he have any questions, I'm happy to answer his questions. I even asked him some stuff because he's learned so much. You know, he's learned so much, because I remember when the time Compton Ricc Roc didn't know, like he always say, man, I picked up that camera, I fell in love with it. It was a time when Ricc Roc didn't know anything about this. And he came to me, from what I understand, and I started showing him certain things, and the little things that I showed him and told him, he ran with it. He did his own investigation. He started buying his own equipment. Papa Z, man, I got this, you know what I'm saying? And how you do this? And it was a point where I was like, man, Ricc Roc, you got to learn. You have to, I can't show you everything. Like, I can tell you, But I'm going to lead you into a direction where you can like teach yourself. Like how I learned, I never went to school for any of the things that I do. So it's like if I can learn it and you got the ear to hear and the eyes to see, you can learn it too. And guess what? Compton Ricc Roc, he like this with me. He like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? He like this. He learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of that. And you know, he know how to separate the two. He know how to separate the streets. He know how to separate the streets from the positive to the creativity. And it ain't nothing but the stars for Rick right now, man. He's going up. You know what I'm saying? He is going up. And I'm proud to say that Ricc Roc is my friend. Anybody look at this video, man, I'm saying he my friend. We ain't talking street politics, so don't mix me with that. He's my friend. I look at Ricc Roc as just a American citizen, a normal person. I don't judge his gang or anybody's gang. I'm not part of that. So don't get me twisted. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's my friend. So shout out Compton Ricc Roc, man. Y'all go follow Compton Ricc Roc. Y'all go subscribe to his channel, man. Y'all go watch this video. You know what I'm saying? It's called, it's F Peace. I'm going to leave a link in the description, man. Y'all can go watch this video without me talking. But the man, he's a grown man, man. And you know, we come to a point in our lives sometimes, man, when you make a lot of different choices and different things, you start to realize the things that you did in the past. I ain't gonna say it was wrong because it's what made him who he is today. But you start reflecting on certain things that you've done. And then you come to a point where like, you know what? I learned a lot, but it's time to elevate to another level. And we need to start teaching these kids, man, that you don't have to be a follower. You don't have to be from the streets to be a productive citizen here in America. You know what I'm saying? You can take care of your family, go to school, get whatever job you want, man, because the sky is the limit. And that's what I'm here to preach. And I feel Ricc Roc, man, because that's what he's here to preach to. So, man, look, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, man. Make sure y'all share this video. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like, leave a comment. And, man, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? They call me Mr. Zach. And I react, man. So, y'all protect yourself at all times. Y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. God bless you. God bless Compton Ricc Roc, man. And God bless America. And I'm out. Mr. Zach. I react. Peace.
God bless America.
Gotta let you know what's up.
God bless America.
Are you asleep or are you up?
God bless America.
Trying to hit you with the news.
God bless America.
Don't be no dummy, you're a fool.
God bless America.
Gotta let them know what's up.